It is Monday, January the 22nd, 2024. I am James. You are you. We are here for another very special edition of the show that will not go away. Of course, we're talking about At Home with James. To say I'm excited would be a gross understatement because tonight, this episode is chock-filled with legend after legend after legend as it pertains to the at-home universe. People that have been here since day one. People that are new, but integrated into our world. Together as one, we are coagulated, we are congealed, and my goodness, we are accompanied by the number one co-pilot, the number one co-host, but to me, he's simply put, my side piece. Let's get him in here, right now. Of course, we're talking about Dave Kaufman. Dave, good evening.
Good evening.
Now, Dave, were you expecting me to bring you on so swiftly tonight?
I don't know. I never know what to expect on this show, James.
Well, there's a lot of show tonight, so I wanted to get right into it. I didn't think there was any point in me rambling like a something or other about God knows what when we could get right into the ether.
Like a rambling man, James?
Yeah, a rambling man, as the Allman Brothers Band once said.
Yeah.
Do you like the Allman Brothers Band, David?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Oh, yeah, name 5 songs.
I wouldn't be able to. I would be able to listen to a song and be like, that's the Allman Brothers, but I wouldn't be able to list 5 songs by the title.
And then I think you would do that. I go, no, that's the Doobie Brothers.
No, I don't think I might get it confused with
or you'd
the
say
Pistachio Brothers, James.
You'd be like, oh, this is it. What about this? I go, no, that's the Marshall Tucker Band.
Could be.
Dave, we had breakfast earlier today, and I want to bring something up.
Go ahead.
I noticed you didn't pick up the bill.
Well, I mean, I did pay for more than just myself.
Yeah, that's right. We were eating with your wife.
Yeah. So I paid for 2 of the 3 meals.
What do you think would have occurred? Because I've never seen you do this. If you said, propose this option to your wife, what if we all just get our own?
Nothing would have occurred. She would have pulled out a credit card and paid for her own meal.
There wouldn't have been anything.
Well, she would have been like, what does it matter?
Right.
Since, we view it as a collective pool of money that we share.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel the urge to say, what if we just go half and half on this one?
No, not really.
You ever ask her on like a Monday night, well, you want to go halfers with me on a half off Domino's pizza? That way we get half of half off.
No, but I have done this move where we're going through McDonald's drive-thru and I'm like, can you get a card? Mine's too hard to reach.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So a lie.
Well, it is a bit hard to reach, but I could do it.
All right. Is there ever any pushback on that? Like,
No.
oh, David.
No, because, it's one pool of money. We share our resources.
All right. Well, who chips into the pool more?
I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the finances of our relationship, James.
Dave, are you excited for tonight's
We
program?
each contribute in our own ways.
Well, how do you contribute?
Financially.
Dave, I'll ask once again, are you excited for tonight's show? This is special tonight. I feel the tingles. I feel the buzz.
I'm very excited, yeah. 2 of my favorite people are here.
I think you're a little nervous.
Of course I'm nervous, James.
I think
wouldn't
you're
deny
nervous
it.
because at times I notice the sweat on your brow, your lip, around the collar, armpits.
Where am I sweaty right now?
Well, maybe not yet,
Okay.
but usually you have been. Our first guest has been here since the beginning of the debut, the launch, whatever you want to call it. And this particular individual, I think, keeps you on your toes for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
The first and most importantly of which, there's a lot of your fate in this person's hands around a particular holiday.
Sure, absolutely.
Dave, you know who we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I have an idea of who we're talking about.
You know who we're talking about.
I know. I would say that I know, yeah.
I think it's time that the viewers know, because they may not know. They may not be connected to our crappy Instagram account. So without any further ado, the one, the only, he's taking time out of his break, after an extremely busy November and December to join us via satellite all the way from the North Pole, from his village, from his workshop. I bring to you Santa Claus. Santa, I hate to say Merry Christmas because it's after the fact, but I did not have the pleasure of doing so during the holiday season. So, Merry Christmas every day to you, my friend.
Oh, you're muted, Santa. Hold on.
Dave, this is not going to bode well for you for
Why
Christmas
me? Why me?
2020. Santa, can you believe that? He muted you.
Hello. Dave, you joke. I love you because you joke. You did that on purpose.
Well, I mean, I mute everybody at the beginning of the show, Santa Claus.
Now, I feel like Santa, you're taking this very well. Other guests would not be pleased. Dave, I feel like you're getting off real easy. Of all the guests to mute, we have this great big intro for Chris Kringle. He's talking, he's jovial, he's jolly, and we can't even hear the man. Dave, you're on thin ice.
Well, Santa can see my inner beauty, James. So
all right.
He knows.
Oh, there's inner beauty, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to examine the what that means with the there's inner beauty. Okay, Santa, how was your holiday season? You look well rested despite being a busy man.
It was fantabulous. How about yours? Merry Christmas to you guys. I missed you over the holidays. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about this is that we're able to make up for being unable to, as I mentioned off air. I forgot about your busy schedule, so to you I say I'm sorry, but the bright side is we get to do this in a very unseasonal time of the year, which is January 22nd.
Yeah. So I think that's what, like 340. Actually, it's a leap year, so 344 days for Christmas. So we're doing okay. Yeah, don't be sorry. We were both busy. Things got crazy, and I'm glad we can catch up now.
Now, was the Christmas season smooth for you? Any bloopers along the way? The sleigh didn't do you no harm?
No. The reindeer got a little crazy, but we're good. It was a great year. It was really wonderful. It was probably my busiest season yet. I'm pretty blessed. So
well, I'm with that being said, I'm so shocked to see how refreshed you look. I want to chat quickly about the reindeer. Is there one that's more mischievous than others? One that's kind of hard to get in line?
Rudolph, he's kind of a wanderer. He waits till the last minute to come back, which kind of wears me out a bit.
Yeah.
But Comet's definitely the funny one. He's definitely my favorite. He's always joking and goofing off.
Well, I want to tell you this. I feel like Dave is my combination of Rudolph and Comet. He's always going off on his own direction. He's always goofing off.
Yeah. I can see that.
I thought you would have called me more of a Blitzen, James.
Well, why is that?
No, Blitzen very fast. He's like lightning.
Well, then definitely not Dave.
I thought
Dave
it was just
fast,
Blitz.
Not like lightning whatsoever.
Yeah.
Although you were pretty witty
Blitzen
about that weather, Dave. I was pretty impressed with that.
Is it possible that Blitzen is known to get into the holiday spirits and get a little bit knackered on schnapps and brandy? Because if so, then he's exactly like Dave.
That's actually Dasher and Dancer. They're a little bit crazy like that.
All right, so it's Dave. It's almost like you've got a bit of all the reindeer.
A bit of a dasher and a bit of a dancer, sure.
Well, Santa, I'm curious to know before we get into the meat and potatoes of tonight. You've been watching Dave all year long. I'm curious to know what your read on him was in 2024, and if it had any impact on Christmas.
Well, yeah. I think he's really doing well. I'm really proud of him. He's really grown up, don't you think?
Yeah, James.
I veer back and forth sometimes, but that's why you're here. You're the authority. So, Dave, how do you respond? Do you feel like you've grown up this year?
I think I've grown up. I think, last year, if we're talking about 23.
Correct, yeah. My mistake.
Right.
There was a lot of growing up in my life. A lot of new responsibilities.
Responsibility, yeah.
A lot of kindness and love I've spread around. With my family, of course. And, I think I've been doing pretty well.
Well, I want to know.
You're a great dad.
Thank you.
There we go. He's been watching you from afar, but I'm curious to know. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. Did you notice anything this past year, Santa, that was perhaps putting Dave in danger of veering onto the naughty list? Because he's been on the good list the past couple years.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, I don't know. The whole, you should just pay for things, Dave. I mean, I don't understand this. Why make your wife pay for things? But
yeah, did you hear what his little trick was, Santa? Oh, I can't reach my
I can't
card.
reach it. Oh, the seatbelt. Oh, well, that's between you and her, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like there's moments where, Dave, you got T-Rex arms, a little bit too short to grab and reach for the wallet or the cards.
Well, I'm just happy Santa didn't bring up the gambling.
All right, well, we know you've got a checkered history with gambling. Santa, I'm curious to know if there's anything that maybe you'd like to enlighten people on about what January is like, because we've checked in many times over the years during the summer months, June, July, August. What does January look like for you?
It's actually kind of a busy month. I'm not going to lie to you. It's actually I take a couple of days off and then it's right back to business. I start logging on the calendar, all the visits, all the dates I need to get in order for the year. So for the first couple of weeks, it's pretty crazy, to be honest with you.
Well, this makes sense. You're very much in demand. It's almost like how offices and companies have to book their office Christmas parties months in advance. So it makes sense to me that, okay, we need Santa. We got to start checking in with him in January, February, March, things like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty blessed. I kind of book everything out the first couple of weeks in January and get everything in order. And then after that, it's kind of low key for, the next couple of months.
So you do get some time off. That's good. Because I know what you run your own small, I guess it's not a small business, it's a large business.
Oh, Dave, oh my God.
But I know it's a lot of responsibility.
Are you calling Santa a small business owner?
I'm saying it's a large business. It's a large business, James. He serves the entire world.
Look, Santa, I don't want to speak for you, but it sounds like Dave is really diminishing the work that you do. Santa, small business owner.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a small business owner, James.
No, small business owners are where it's at, Dave.
You're
right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
They're the sustenance that this country runs off of.
All right, Canada.
Big word.
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah, big words and very patriotic. Well, Santa, we weren't able to have, as mentioned, the holiday check-in, and tonight's our first ever celebrity episode. Dave and I were talking earlier today about maybe we need to get a little bit more current. All these other shows, they really are able to target audiences by talking about what's happening, and we don't tend to do that. We do episodes about potato chips, seductive music, things like that really targets a very minor and niche audience. So we thought, what is more topical than celebrities? But then we quickly realized that me and Dave aren't really aware of the people that are making waves. So we've taken the liberty of putting together a list that we think are well-known celebrities, but maybe of yesteryear or at least yesterday. And we want to find out where they currently stand, if they are naughty, nice. Any answer you give is going to be the correct answer. How do you feel about this?
I'm in. Let's do it. I like that.
Okay. First one. He's not totally irrelevant, but his heyday was in the past. Santa, is Garth Brooks naughty or nice?
Oh, no. Garth Brooks is great. He's definitely on the nice list. I mean, he's a rocker. He's one of the best country artists out there. I think he's definitely on the nice list, eh?
Now, what about when he had his alter ego, Chris Gaines?
All right, now that's just naughty. Yeah, that was just wrong. I think he was going through a tough time, maybe a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
We're talking about Chris Gaines, though, right?
Yeah, we're not talking about Garth Brooks. We're talking about Chris Gaines.
Right.
We don't talk about that.
Okay, so if
Garth Brooks is like a legend.
Yes, yeah. It's undoubtable. But if we're being clear, Garth Brooks nice, Chris Gaines naughty.
Naughty.
All right,
no good. I mean, we're skipping by that house.
Yeah, you wasted no time.
Not even Cole.
Yeah.
Not even Cole.
Not even.
All right.
Not even wasted it.
Our next celebrity, again, even less in the public eye than maybe Garth Brooks, unless you're living in Nashville. How about Mr. T?
Ooh, well, I love Mr. T.
Okay.
I think he's a good Christianly man. I'm going to put him on the nice list.
Okay. Because he's got that kind of rough and rugged exterior, but I think he comes from maybe like a difficult upbringing, and he's able to turn it around and kind of be an inspiration for people who may start at the bottom and climb their way to the top.
I think he's a little misunderstood. I pity the fool.
Yeah.
And,
yes. Yeah, I pity the fool that puts Mr. T on the naughty list. Please, after you, Santa.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be scared to put him on the naughty list, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you'd go past his house and he would jump off of his roof onto your sleigh.
Yeah, plus he's friends with Hulk Hogan. How can you go wrong?
Now, what do you think? Is Hulk Hogan on the nice list? He's had a checkered past. He's back on the nice list?
Hulkster's turned around. He's doing great things. He's a Christianly man. He's trying to do good things for the world.
He just helped a couple people out of a car wreck.
He did.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, there was a car wreck. He stopped off on the side of the road and helped some people get out of this like kind of mangled car.
Did he lift the car?
The Hulkster was on Joe Rogan talking about the church he goes to, told them what church it was, what town it was. Rogan was like, Hulk, you're telling them where you go to church. He's like, I want everybody to come, brother.
So again, it's almost thematic that much like Mr. T, the Hulkster has found religion.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but good for him, right? So we'll put him on the nice list.
Santa, I didn't realize you listened to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, I love Joe Rogan. He's the man.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love the UFC, bro?
So is Joe Rogan on the nice list?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, it took you some time there. It took you some time, but that's what this is about, right? It doesn't have to be super cut and dry.
No.
We're gonna move on to the next one. This is 3 for 1. 90s boy band Hanson.
Dude, come on.
They wrote Bop, Santa.
Bop, right? Should we sing it together?
I'm sure you've given out some of those cassettes for Christmas, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point you had to give a lot of Hanson cassettes and CDs.
Yeah, it kind of wore me out a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the boy bands, Marky Mark, the Funky Bunch, the list goes on and on.
Are we saying that we've got the first members of the naughty list here? Is Hanson on the naughty list?
I think I'll have to. I mean, they seem like nice kids, but yeah, probably naughty list.
So the band is on the naughty list, but the kids themselves.
Yeah, they might individually be on the nice list, but that band is.
This is interesting. As a collective, they make the naughty list, but individually they might go one or the other.
Yeah, it could be one or the other.
All right.
Have to look at the book.
This next one is one of the more current people on the list. He currently is and has been a fixture of the Today Show, Al Roker.
Oh, wow. He lost a lot of weight, eh?
He sure did, yeah.
I'm going to put Al on the naughty list. He's done a lot
Al's
of
on the
inappropriate
naughty
things.
list?
He's done a lot of inappropriate things on TV. You can't do that. There's children watching.
Now, wait, Al Roker did inappropriate things on TV?
I'm just saying.
Well, you do see everything. Al Roker joins Hanson on the naughty list. Dave, you seem floored by this one.
I am a bit surprised. I don't watch what's he on, the Today Show?
The Today Show.
Yeah, I don't really watch the Today Show, but I thought he was a wholesome guy. I guess I'm wrong.
No, Al's great.
Oh, Santa, you're pranking Al?
He's a legend. How can you put Al on the naughty list? He's a legend.
Okay, Al has now been moved to the nice list. This is an interesting one.
Move Al on the nice list, Dave to the naughty list.
Okay,
no, I'm just joking.
It's done. Joking. It's done. I advocate for this. This next person, some say, and some credit him screaming as a reason that he did not become the Democratic nominee in 2004's presidential election. Howard Dean.
Naughty for sure.
Okay, yeah. So
he's a politician.
Okay, so this is interesting. Now, do you think had he not been a politician, if he was just known for going, would that have changed things if he was just an exuberant, excited guy?
Possibly.
Okay.
But probably not.
All right.
And so are we just putting, say, most politicians, blanket sweeping them on the naughty list?
Yeah, that's like a used car salesman. They kind of lump together, eh?
Okay.
I love it.
You're not choosing a political side. You're categorically putting them all on the naughty list.
Absolutely.
Got it.
I mean,
like
do you
that.
agree or no?
I agree.
It's okay if you don't.
Well, when you think about what makes someone naughty, it's a lot of selfishness, violence. A lot of political figures cause a lot of bad things for people.
It's very true.
We're going to move on to the next one. This is one of the more interesting ones. Not so much a person as much of a character figure. It's the Philadelphia Phillies mascot, the Philly Fanatic.
Oh, he's on the nice list.
The Philly Fanatic is on the nice list.
I love that guy. He's funny.
How do you feel about Mr. Met? I'm throwing this one in.
Oh, Mr. Met. Naughty list for sure.
Oh, I love it that the Philly Fanatic is nice. Mr. Met, naughty.
Mr. Met is just a baseball head, right?
Big baseball head.
Right, okay.
But he's from New York.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Noted. Moving on to the next one. I sadly, I don't know how much time this person has left with us. Liza Minnelli.
Okay. It's a weird way to intro somebody.
Well, I mean, look,
I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Yeah, I suppose I did not need to lead in that she may not have a lot of time left.
No.
Well, God bless her soul. I guess I should put her on the nice list then.
All right, okay, that's a fairly.
I don't really know Liza well.
Yeah.
I mean, she's never really been in a bad public eye.
Have you ever delivered gifts to her?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once a year.
She was great in Arrested Development.
Say that again?
She was great in Arrested Development, the show Arrested Development.
Yeah.
No one knows what I'm talking about. She had vertigo. Anyway.
Yeah, Dave, you're a real Minnelli head here.
I'm a Minnelliac.
Moving on to our next name on the list. This person also may not have a lot of time left. Hold on now. As the host of Wheel of Fortune, he recently announced that he'd be stepping down as host. It's Pat Sajak.
Is he stepping down?
He is stepping down.
Well, that's an end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
That is an end of an era.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, he's wow. I'm flabbergasted right now. I didn't realize.
It's hard. I feel like it's hard to have a strong opinion about Pat Sajak.
Yeah, Pat's got to be on a nice list. I've never not delivered.
He's been on our TV screens in our homes for many, many years.
Many years, yeah.
Hasn't been involved in any type of public controversy.
Right.
Pat Sajak makes the nice list. Moving on, another country music star / former actor, Reba McEntire.
Oh, Reba's always on the nice list.
How could she not be? Dave, do you have any feelings about Reba McEntire?
I like her. You know,
Me too.
I think she's a strong personality. I think she's a talented musician, comedic actor as well. You know, she's a triple threat.
All right. Okay. Moving on to the next one.
Red hair.
One of the, again, only few people on this list still relevant. How do we feel, Santa, about radio's Howard Stern?
Oh, naughty list for sure. Funny, naughty list.
Yeah, he has tried to clean his act up. I think he's grown a little bit softer with age, but perhaps a lot of his past controversies lands him still on the knot. He's got some work to do.
He's got some work to do. Yeah. I mean, he makes me laugh. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We're moving on to the next. He is the trailblazer. Perhaps we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Mr. Howard Stern, the one and only.
True.
Moving on to the next one. I can say with at least 100% certainty that I can't say person. This figure is no longer with us, but they could bring the branding back. How do we feel about Spuds McKenzie, the Budweiser dog?
What a great dog.
I agree.
I'm going to put him on the nice list.
What's interesting is that Spuds McKenzie had human girlfriends.
Yeah, that was a little weird. We're going to blame that on the
Were you
advertising.
familiar with that?
What about Spuds McKenzie's human girlfriend? Naughty list or nice list?
We're going to put them on the naughty list.
It's pretty naughty to date dogs.
Yeah, that's just wrong. But Spud's
all right,
pretty cool.
we're moving on to our final two here. Again, a legendary figure. TV's Mary Hart, former host of Entertainment Tonight. Not so much in the public eye anymore. Mary Hart.
Wow, Mary, you're going back a bit. I don't think there were many controversies there, were there? I think put that on the nice list.
Mary Hart has made the nice list. There's only one name left. Absolutely not a celebrity. Santa, how do we feel about Dave?
Dave.
Me?
That's correct.
Yes, you, Dave. You've come a long, long way, but so much to work on.
Oh,
sure.
You're definitely on the nice list, Dave. You really are.
Sick.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, Santa. That means a lot.
You're welcome. You really do need to work on a few things.
Sure.
Many things. But yeah, keep up the good work.
When you start at a low bar, you can only go up.
Buddy, I love you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, but in fairness, Santa, Howard Stern makes you laugh, but he's also on the naughty list.
True. Dave has not moved up to that caliber yet.
All right, but okay, so basically if Dave wants to remain on the nice list, maybe just avoid anything Stern-esque.
Yes.
I also I've promised to not date any dogs.
Perfect.
That will most certainly curry favor with the one and only Santa. Well, Santa, look, we've done it. That's the entire list. Not only have we gone through the list, we've recapped Christmas 2024. I got to say one more time, thanks so much for being here. You've only got a few days off, and we really are very glad that you were able to carve out some time to join us, despite the fact that we weren't able to get you here before Christmas.
No, it's my pleasure. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. Dave, I love you.
Love you too, Santa.
I know you do, buddy. James, you're my boy, and I love being on here with you guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's and Merry Christmas every day. Guys, keep being awesome.
Thank you very much. Have a good rest of the night and take care.
Thanks, Santa.
You too, buddy. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That is, once again, Kris Kringle, Saint Nick, whatever you want to call him. I'll tell you what I call him. Great, kind, helpful, giving, a friend to this show. That was the first, potentially, of many Santa's Naughty or Nice List breakdown celebrity edition. Dave, that was incredible.
That was pretty good. You didn't call him Jolly, though, James.
Oh, I believe that I did use that term early on in the conversation. Okay. Are you trying to get me put on the naughty list here?
Maybe. I'm just proud that I'm not on there anymore.
Well, look, people can veer back and forth.
That's true.
Now, during that, the chat blew up with conversation related to what we were breaking down in terms of the list. The real Andrew Mackay writes, there's a Liza Minnelli Twitter account called Liza Minnelli Outlives. So I guess this is people that have perished that Liza Minnelli has lived past.
Is she known for almost passing away?
The last time she was in a public appearance, she didn't look well.
Oh, okay.
I think it was at an award show. They wheeled her out. It felt very unnecessary to me.
That sucks.
Coming up in a few moments, we've got a huge fan of award shows, and she'll be able to let us know what the what for is as it pertains to that. Also in the chat, there's a lot of passionate Liza Minnelli heads. The real Andrew Mackay finalized his comments with Liza for life. And friend of the show, Joe Conto's here saying, quote, I bet it is so great to have Santa Claus say he's proud of you. I can't even imagine.
It was great, Joe. It does make you feel an extra special little tingle inside.
Now, Dave, do you get the post-Christmas blues?
I
want to make a suspicion, make a proclamation here based on suspicion. Because you don't decorate your home, there isn't that I got to bring it all down now feeling.
No, there isn't that, but there's a section of winter that's still about to happen that doesn't have anything quite as fun in it.
I've said this on the show before. I really think there needs to be a transition from Christmas decoration to winter decoration. I don't know what that is. I suspect it maybe it's like fairy lights, window decals, just something to brighten up the sickeningness of winter.
Well, why don't we get something for your place, James? Why don't we winter decorate your place for the next couple of months?
How about this as an entire episode? It's basically a think tank decorating winter.
Sure, I like it.
I want to make an announcement
Let's
right
book
now.
it.
It's book it. While we're at it, let's just keep booking more things. I've been working on a concept, and I think if I announce it for next week, then it will make me accountable to make it happen. Are you ready for the first time ever episode on the At Home Show?
I'm excited because I actually don't know what you're going to say.
Yeah, and it's something that I've been tinkering with, and I'm locking down the date right now. A week from tonight, the 29th of January, At Home with James, Ladies Night.
Okay.
Ladies Night. Only female guests.
Well, can I come on the show, James?
Well, yeah, you're the side piece.
Okay,
we're
I'm a
not
side
we're not
piece.
guests. We are not guests. We're figureheads of the show.
Yeah, all right. Then bring on the ladies.
Ladies Night.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, oh, Ladies Night tonight at Le Trois Brassards.
Yeah, apparently that's illegal.
Is it?
Apparently, because you can't just charge less for one gender than the other.
I'll tell you what.
Yep.
On this show, we break all the rules because
Oh.
we make all the rules.
Wow.
Next Monday, the first ever Ladies Night.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right.
Dude, what are you gonna wear to impress the ladies?
Me, I'm gonna wear my tuxedo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you?
I gotta get my tuxedo steam clean.
Okay,
I might even drop a couple buttons, let this chest hair out.
I like it.
I might put some beard oil in it.
I can't wait to see that chest hair, James.
Damn.
There's nothing I'm looking forward to more on ladies' night than seeing that chest hair.
We gotta relax or we're gonna end up on the naughty list.
Yeah.
This is what people who have been watching this show from day one never expected. You and me flirting with each other.
Ooh, baby.
Coming in from the chat, high score run rights, 60 plus only. Hey, if they're ladies, they're allowed.
Yeah. Let's call in all of the Manellis out there to come on to the At Home with James show.
Manelli's welcome.
Yeah.
You might as well call this the zoo because the cougars are welcome.
Yeah.
Letting them out of the cage. This is disgusting. Let's move on to our next guest.
Who's just looking at us in disgust right now?
No, I think, trust me. We'll get into it in a second.
Okay.
I've been declaring that this guest is a future legend of the show. She's most certainly unlocked regular collaborator. I don't think it's too early to make a declaration that this person is a At Home with James legend. Dave, do you agree or disagree?
You know what? I'm ready to stamp the paperwork right now.
I remember.
This gal's a legend.
You and me were sitting in an improv theater. I was like, you see that person over there? You're like, yeah. I said, she's a singer. You're like, oh yeah. I said, I think it would be cool if she came onto the show and did a Christmas song. You're like, yeah, let's do it. I said, I'm going to ask right now.
Was that this year? No, that was 2 years ago.
That was 2022.
Wow.
And now a legend, the one, the only, a rock star, Marlaena Moore. Marlaena, what? Could you believe that intro?
Hello, fellas.
Marlaena, immediate reaction. Ladies' Night is next week.
Well, I better be invited. Just saying.
All right, so you've now booked yourself for the show.
What can I say?
All right, it's done.
She's a lady.
I'm a modern woman on this show. I want it all, and I want it now, and I want to be.
Okay. Well, Dave thought you were looking at us disapprovingly. I would say
it kind of seemed like you guys were sort of, kind of seemed like you wanted to have more of a boys' night by the end of the conversation.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just wanted to see this guy's chest hair next week.
Yeah, look, if there's anything that I believe in, it's men supporting men.
Yeah.
I totally
MSM.
agree with that. I think it's lovely. It was very sweet.
We're all on the same page here. Marlaena, would you like to take a little moment before we get into the meat and potatoes of our segment to discuss the soon-to-be late great Liza Minnelli?
Liza Minnelli. Okay, so what you were talking about before is it was the slap Oscars. So it was the
yes.
Yeah, and so her and Lady Gaga were announcing the Best Picture winner together, and honestly, like, I thought it was actually like a very sweet moment, and like
it was sweet. There's no doubt that it was sweet. Yes,
and I think it is kind of like What's that?
I said sweet like candy.
Ooze, yes, so sweet. Yeah, but she I don't know, like Liza's old. Doesn't really make a lot of like public appearances.
My feeling was it felt just a little bit exploitative. I'm sure that she wanted to be there, but there were parts of it that I felt a little unsettled by. But that might be a me problem.
Now,
well, and
why did you feel like it was exploitative? Sorry. If
now, Dave, hold on. Marlaena was speaking.
Okay, but I was too.
Marlaena, please, after you.
Okay, thank you. Ladies first. I think that most elements of like kind of like sappy live TV can feel really exploitative. Like I've been watching a lot of Project Runway recently, and as much as I absolutely love that show and think it's incredible, I think the thing that's kind of disheartening is that they producer in competition shows, producers will feel the need to like kind of get like whatever sob story they can out of the person to kind of create sort of like an arc. And so like it's very disheartening when it feels extremely forced.
Understood.
And, like, it's just like a producer to like, so what like fucked up shit has happened to you that could like what we could like talk about or whatever. And then I think the same thing is too, is like it's emotional manipulation. I think that like award shows are like very guilty.
Okay, so to answer Dave's question, that's what I felt unsettled by, is it felt like they were carting her out to be like, oh, isn't this inspirational? When to me, she didn't seem fit to be there. It didn't seem like maybe her faculties were where they needed to be. But again, perhaps that's a me problem. Dave, you look a little bit like current day Liza Minnelli.
Current day.
Marlaena, how do you feel about that observation?
So on the verge of death is what you're saying.
Do you see a resemblance?
I don't agree with that. I think Liza looks great. Dave, I'm just kidding with you. What can I say?
It's
I'm gonna get a little
It's the celebrity episode is tonight. As our title of the show reads, At Home with James, celebs. Couldn't be more defined, Dave.
I mean, I think it says exactly what we're talking about.
It really, to me, looks like portions of the words were left out. Like celeb talk or talking celebs.
Oh, I can change it right now. You want to do that?
In any event.
What about like talking lebs?
Yeah, talking lebs.
All right. Well,
which
there you
I
go.
think might, sadly, might be slang for Lebanese.
Okay, so maybe not that then. Could be inappropriate. Yeah.
What about this?
Marlaena, I've prepared a series of questions.
Yes.
These are essentially fill in the blanks.
Awesome.
First question. Your celebrity slumber party. You've got 3 guests for a sleepover. Who are they and why?
Oh, man. That's so fun. I feel like I like just like...
Well, let's paint the slumber party picture here. Are you guys in beds? Are you in sleeping bags? Or people sleeping on couch cushions?
I think like we're in some sort of like it's like a fold out couch situation. There's like a big ass TV, right?
Yeah.
We're watching movies all night. I think it would be fun to hang with the with the ladies for a slumber party. Not against some fellas there though. Although we'll see.
Mamma mia. This is what I'll say, because we did this last Monday when we had the Mount Rushmore of chips discussion. I want to challenge you. The first 3 names that come to mind.
Oh God. Okay. So I'm gonna go multi-generational.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Ava Gardner. Because I read her autobiography. Not only she's like very beautiful and really cool, but she loved to party. So I think she'd be like a lot of fun. And then I also think that maybe oh my God, there's just like so. It's just the problem is I love women too much and just want to hang out with all of them. So
now, who's Ava Gardner?
She was a actress from like the 40s, 50s who was if you Google her, she's like probably known as one of like the most beautiful actresses of all time. And I read her like very large biography.
James, you know
So
her?
she occupies a spot on the guest list.
She occupies a spot on the guest list. I don't know why this person keeps coming to mind, which is interesting, but Kate Blanchett.
Lock her in. Why not? KB.
Why not? She seems fun. And then, also what just immediately popped to mind. This is such an interesting array of people, but Terry Garr.
Okay.
Of Tootsie and Young Frankenstein fame.
Okay, so those are the answers locked in. Dave, who would be on your celebrity slumber party list?
My celebrity slumber party list?
Yep.
Well, it's going to be Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Very cool.
It's going to be John Frusciante, probably also from the Chili Peppers. And then I'm going to...
We've only got one spot left.
Man, it's tough. It's going to be Chad Smith.
You got a pepper party.
I was holding out hope for Dave Navarro.
Ooh, maybe I should have picked Dave Navarro. Or maybe I should have picked Hillel Slovak.
All right, well, let's move on to our next question for Marlaena. Marlaena, who's the tackiest celebrity?
Tackiest celebrity?
Yeah.
Besides Justin Trudeau.
Do politicians count as celebrities?
This one does.
Yes, they do. First person that came to mind is Neil Patrick Harris.
Ooh, great choice. Why?
I haven't watched this for myself, but I listened to a podcast where they talked about his, are you aware of the Vogue, like, 73 questions?
No.
Okay, so it's a series on YouTube. It's clearly very rehearsed and very, like, it's supposed to seem off the cuff, but it's, it's kind of silly. And basically, it's like a rapid fire, someone's behind the camera and is asking, like, famous people, like, 73 questions. And it's very funny and very silly. And all of his answers were just, like, would just really, like, make your skin crawl, basically.
Okay, so he was a little cringy.
He's cringy. Yeah.
Dave, do you have anything that you want to throw in here? Tackiest celebrity that comes to mind?
Oh, man. It's definitely not Flea. I'll have to
Solid gold taste.
Sorry?
Solid gold taste from Flea.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe like Mario Lopez.
I think Mario Lopez is pretty likable.
He's tacky.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go with James Corden.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Marlaena, a celebrity you love that most people hate.
Oh.
Is there anything applicable as it pertains to an answer?
You know what is kind of like people have different opinions about this.
Sure.
I love Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
I know a lot of people really, really don't like him a lot. And here's the other thing, too. Not only do I think he is a fantastic actor, I think he's an incredible director. And I'm very excited to see his future filmography as a director.
Okay.
I'm going to say something controversial as well.
Oh.
He's a good-looking guy.
It's not bad looking.
All right. Marlaena, a celebrity you hate that people love.
Ooh. I mean, hate is a strong word, I guess.
Okay, so perhaps strongly dislike.
I am really not a fan of Timothée, I have to say.
Yeah, I would say he's tacky. And you know who else is tacky? Jared Leto.
Yeah, I think, people are not. I think that's a universal opinion right now. I feel like people are not Team Leto right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going Timothée. What's he trying to prove with that pronunciation also?
Well, he's fluent in French. He's got a French mom.
He probably grew up with his whole family calling him Tim or Timmy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what I call him? A bastard. Whoa. Dave, immediate reaction to what I just said.
I mean, you just rocked the world, James. I call him Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Marlaena, a celebrity that you root for. Could be an underdog, could be someone troubled.
Who is I?
Besides Donald Trump.
Yeah, we know that you're a MAGA madame.
Madame MAGA.
I mean, he's got some points. Okay.
Well, he tells it like it is.
Yeah,
you know that he tells it like it is.
Yeah, I'm glad there's film evidence of me finally speaking out to this.
Yeah.
Celebrity that I'm rooting for. I was trying to think. There was someone the other day that I was like, oh, it'd be super cool if they got what I call kind of like the Jennifer Coolidge and White Lotus treatment.
Yes.
A real like resurgence of some talent. I guess I don't think that this is ever going to happen at this point, but I'm really bummed about Shelley Duvall. Although the one that just came into my mind just now was Bridget Fonda.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was watching Jackie Brown the other day, and every time I see Bridget Fonda in anything, I'm just like, she's so great. She's got such a cool like on screen presence, but she's fully in like retirement. I don't think she's ever gonna come out to acting. So.
Well, Shelley Duvall, your first name listed is a good underdog pick.
Very, very underdog.
I believe she's been troubled.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of great films.
Do you have a pick for a celebrity that you root for, Dave?
It's a great question. You know, I always root for all the Kids in the Hall actors.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's a good one.
But you know, maybe Rosie O'Donnell.
Why Rosie O'Donnell?
She was great in A League of Their Own. I want to see her do more dramatic roles.
She was great. She was funny. I like Rosie.
Marlaena,
plus, I was a big Kooshball fan when I was a kid, James.
God. Marlaena, a celebrity that's too nice. So one of these sugary celebrities that maybe you think that the reality lies beneath.
That the reality lies beneath?
I think as an example, like a Jimmy Fallon, for instance.
Oh, interesting. Two people came to mind. Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
And Anne Hathaway's too nice.
Ooh, Dave, that must sting for you.
Was she your
used to be. Used to be before you spoiled it.
Yeah, she's not the bad girl you thought she was. Sorry.
Oh, she was Catwoman.
Sure.
I mean, she was.
Dave, what about you? A celebrity that's too nice.
Too nice? It's a great question. Well, I would have said the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Oh, Steve Harwell.
But, yeah. And then I would have said Jimmy Fallon.
All right.
Oh, you know who? I'm going to say this. The guy from Portlandia.
Fred Armisen?
Yeah.
Oh, right. He does not come across as too nice to me at all.
Yeah, I agree with Marlaena.
Okay.
You're wrong.
I got my eye on him.
I think he comes off like a little kind of weird and skittish.
Yeah.
I'll throw one out here. Celebrity and TV cook Rachel Ray.
Oh, interesting. See, she seems to me like a good old fashioned like gal you'd like to hang out with, you know?
I don't know.
What about Ellen?
Well, Ellen was kind of exposed as a jerk, so I don't know if she like much like Jimmy Fallon.
What about this? Drew Barrymore.
Well, she also was exposed as being kind of unsupportive of the SAG after a writer's strike.
Oh, it's true. She's a scab.
No, I have some opinions about both of these things, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Ellen was put on a false pedestal. She was never really like, if you look back at her, like, at her show and even at her comedy, she was never like, I'm super nice. Like, that actually wasn't real. I think people built that.
But I think her talk show personality like, she'd come out doing her little.
I think it was the dancing that made people just think that, oh, this person's dancing.
Daytime
nice.
TV as well. You have to be likable. That's why it's like, Alex Jones doesn't have a mid-afternoon talk show.
Sure. And then,
I mean, he does.
Coming up next, we've got the apparently kid.
He does have a
do
talk
something
show.
Cute. Yeah, but not on TV.
No, it's on Infowars.com.
We're plugging his website now, Marlaena, please.
Please.
And then with Drew Barrymore, I think it was really sad when that was all happening. However, the thing is like her show also wasn't like I don't know, like the full thing, like it wasn't like a scripted like series or whatever.
Yes.
And so I think there was a lot of like, you got to show them who your side you're on. And I think I remember, again, I also listened to a podcast where they talked about this whole scenario, and I think it was more so like, I think she probably got pressure, like, if you there's no
most certainly
for you not to go on, or else we're going to cancel the show.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she also like backed away pretty like fast. I don't know. I think people.
I like Drew Barrymore.
I'm gonna say that maybe this segment's a little mean, James. Maybe we shouldn't be judging people that we don't know personally.
Well,
let's keep going. What else you got?
Yeah, too bad. Marlaena, who's in your celebrity hot tub? There's 3 spots, similar to the slumber party. Who are you having a soak with?
Well, Jeff Goldblum.
All right. Yeah, he seems like a hot tub guy.
Oh, yeah. And then also just because I recently watched In the Cut and Poor Things, Mark Ruffalo gets to be in the hot tub too.
Okay. Yeah.
Classic, but like, pretty first thought. And then
he'd probably enjoy a hot tub for therapeutic reasons after his snowplow accident.
Did he have a snowplow accident?
He almost died last year. He got run over by a snowplow, which sounds like a Christmas song.
Mark Ruffalo going over by a snowplow.
Yeah, he was in like critical condition, right?
Yes, yeah, he almost. I'll tell you what, he did an interview recently, and I thought he came off very unlikable about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that you don't have to be likable to get in my hot tub. That's all I have to say. I'm just quickly Googling hot ladies because I don't want it to be a total sausage party. Okay, it's all pornography by mistake. 1 second.
Now, I want to say I've been corrected in the chat. Joe Conto has he's fact-checked me. I was thinking of Jeremy Renner.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I take it back. Mark Ruffalo, he might enjoy a hot tub. Joe, thank you.
Mark Ruffalo's the Hulk, James.
I was getting them mixed up because he was bow and arrow man.
Yeah, Hawkeye, James.
Nerd. Marlaena, what hot lady are you putting in?
Okay, I think that, honestly, again, the first person that came to mind.
That's it.
Penelope Cruz.
Pretty good answer. Dave?
Dave,
what about you? Are you going to have a celebrity hot tub
hot tub? Well, if I was having a celebrity hot tub party, James, I would have a bunch of, ladies in there, James. I'd have a bunch of bare naked ladies. Yeah. I would invite Stephen Page.
Yeah.
Ed Robertson.
Yep.
And
which BNL member are you leaving out?
I'm gonna bring Jim Cregan, the bass player. And I would have to invite Tyler Stewart.
Oh, God.
Of course, I would need roughly $1 million to throw this party.
I'm making a declaration right now. This might be Dave's greatest performance on this show. Final question. And this one, I put it on the list. I took it off the list Then I put it back on the list. Marlaena, which celebrity should have a flavor?
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Zendaya.
Wow. Okay. What would that flavor be, do you think?
Like lavender honey.
Oh, Dave, how about you? What celebrity what would you want to have a flavor?
Well, I would love meat flavor. Of course, it would be Shia LaBeouf.
I was thinking it would be meatloaf.
Oh yeah, sure, meatloaf would be good too.
Coming in from the chat, the real Andrew Mackay, iced tea.
Hey, yo, wait.
All right. Well, that's all the celebrity questions, Marlaena.
All right.
Because you're a celebrity head.
Now, I would say that I'm a fan of pop culture, and I'm a fan of like actors and actresses, and singers and people in band. I wouldn't say I fall into like in terms of like regular celebrity culture. I feel
You're
like
not reading People magazine.
I ain't reading People magazine. I will dip in and out, and information will come to me. I don't know who everyone is.
Sure.
I've got a question. Who would you be actively like nervous and like geek out about if they were to like if you were to see them?
Yeah, I know. It would be Alan Alda. It would be Alan Alda.
Would you shriek?
I would burst. I would like. I have made myself cry thinking about the possibility of ever like going to like a book signing of his. Like he means so much to me, and I love him so dearly. He is also like Liza, not bound for this world for very long, I suspect, and it really breaks my heart. My stomach just dropped thinking about it. But because he's like meant so much to me over my entire life, and I just think he's like legitimately a very good person, I would like lose my mind to. Also, who I would also lose my mind to is Sarah McLachlan as well.
She's doing fine. Of an angel.
Say what now?
I said she's doing fine, right?
Oh yeah, she's doing good.
Okay, good.
Coming in from the chat, Marlaena, you've got a cohort here. Joe feels similarly as it pertains to Carol Burnett.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Dave,
Alan Alda and Carol Burnett did a movie together. Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah.
Well, Dave loves the Forefathers.
Yeah, I'm a huge
Oh my God, Dave would like totally freak out if he met one of the Forefathers.
The Forefathers, they're on my Mount Rushmore.
I'm ending it there. Too good of a joke to continue. Folks, that is our show tonight. Marlaena Moore, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me once again. Always
Dave Kaufman, your performance, top of the food chain.
Thank you, James.
We'll be back a week from tonight for the first ever At Home with James Ladies Night. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.